Howdy there everybody and welcome to watch me, I guess, revisit my old PS4. I had a autumn holiday week this week, which wasn't at all like holidays. I had a lot of work to do, but at the beginning of the week I had an idea for a video that I wanted to do later this week, which required capturing gameplay of some of the PS4 games that I had. And I haven't touched my PS4 like in probably 3 or 4 years. Something like that. And yesterday I dusted off the system, plugged it in, and basically when you haven't used it in like 4 years, there's so many updates that you need to do. And first thing that you need to do is log in. And because I haven't used my PS4 or the account anywhere during that whole time, basically my password had like expired, because I think the like requirements what the password needs to have, like not numbers like 1, 2, 3 that come after each other and stuff like that, they had changed since I had my old account or password. So basically there was no like way for me to log in, because the only option that there was to like reset your password was to like you wrote down your email, they send you a link, you click that link, and when you open it you need to answer a security question. And I honestly never remember answering those. I think those might be new things as well. And if I did, I created the account when I was a kid. I probably, like, one of the security questions was my birth year, when I was born. When I was a kid, I probably, if that was thing, I don't think it was. But if it was, I probably lied my age so I can buy, like, plus 18 games. So there was no way of me unlocking the account that way. And basically it's then locked. And when you go to their site, only option for you to get the account back is to call them. There's like no option for like emailing them or something like that. You need to call them. And I was quite surprised they had like Finnish office, because there were Finnish speaking people when I got there. The call took me like 30 minutes, which 20 minutes of that was like waiting in a queue. So there was actually quite a lot of people calling there as well. Or there was only one guy working on a break. And I waited 20 minutes for them. I don't know, but the service was like, they were really nice about it. So I have no complaints about that. My complaints will come when I see my phone like bill and how much that costed. Imagine if they like how you say it, pay me for the minutes that I used. Not pay, like make me pay for the minutes I called them. But yeah, it was a process. Like, it was Thursday night that I tried to use the system and I couldn't log in, so I was locked out of some of the games I wanted to try out. So I ended up just playing NHL that night. That was at least something that worked. And a game I haven't played in a long time. I used to love playing that. I played like 5 games. You know, like manager mode or whatever you call them. I had so much fun, so I'm definitely revisiting that. But then I had an idea, what if I just go through what I have here, record it and see if it turns out to be a video. So that's what this is. And I didn't test anything else, I just tested one game that didn't work because of the online connection. Because the online connection wasn't there. So I just played the NHL, so I haven't looked around that much after that. I tried a couple other games. I think these needed update, and then I wanted to see Inquisition, how it looked. So those were the things I tested yesterday. And when I look at the web screen, the first thing that pops into my eyesight is the trophies. I kind of want to see how well I have done. Doesn't look that great. To be honest, on the first place. I have a lot of games for the PS4 because I bought a lot of them used, so I got them really cheap. And I was also working and living at my parents at that time, So basically I bought, for example, because I had so much spare money, I bought myself PSVR, a bunch of games, and I didn't... There were a couple like games that I enjoyed on it, and most of the other games that I bought, I didn't really enjoy them. So there might be a few games that I haven't played much on this system. I'm actually surprised for the trophies I have for Final Fantasy. I remember getting this game, I was sick that weekend. Playing like tons of it, and then something... I think I was working back then as well, when it released. And then it was just work, and I didn't go back to it. And it's one of the games I want to go back and play. But yeah. I guess the 22% is quite impressive then, because I have finished this game. So I don't know how much I should trust these percentages. Superhot VR, that was a good game. Way Out, I played through that with my sister.
I was convicted for the murder of my own brother. I'm gonna set things right. For me and for my family. Did you hear about the weather? I did. It's our window. We'll leave tonight.
And can I spoil the ending? Skip like a minute ahead. Full spoilers for the ending. Basically, you have to choose between the characters. Like, who you want to live. I don't think they spell out like the character you choose or don't choose is going to die, but you kind of get the idea. And me and my sister, we were like role-playing as those characters like completely. Just like immersed in the game, and we just decided together, we were like, we like the other guy has a dumb wife and dumb life. Let's just have that one character live and they can die and we can be happy. So yeah, that was the ending. End of spoilers. But yeah, I guess I could go look what my actual game library is. There are so many, can I see it from here, like PS Plus games that I have never tried, I have just claimed them. So much, or so many games. So many games. Yeah, let's just see what games I have here. Way Out, great game, fully recommend. It's crazy how much variety that game has, and like all the mini games, they aren't like extremely polished, but like they still feel good to play. It's impressive how much they back into that game. When like other third-party developers focus on like fewer mechanics or like game systems and take years to develop that, compared to how much they get done doing that one game. And I don't think the dev cycle was even that long. At least for the newer games they have made, it's not that long. So it's impressive. And few Assassin's Creeds. I think Syndicate, can I jump in? I think it was on PS4, PS3 I had Black Flag. And I have almost completed that. I don't think I quite got to the end. And I was quite young when I was playing it. And most of my gameplay was just like screwing around and trying to kill all of the guards on an island or something like that. But I haven't really gotten into the... Ooh, the audio is so high. Let me put it down. I haven't gotten really into the story that they have going on. I'm not really invested in these games. I had bought like some of the later games when they are like on a deep sales, like €5 or something like that, just to like visit the worlds they create, because they are very impressive. Oh, I'm actually relatively far into the story. Impressive for me. I don't remember playing this game like that much. I'm also quite curious to see how these games run. Like, I'm so used to playing on PC and getting better frames than what you get on consoles. So I'm curious to see how I think these run. Are they like a slideshow? Like, for example, when I tried to run Starfield on my PC, it didn't quite work. I think I was getting like almost 30 FPS, there or thereabouts. And it felt so bad. And I was like, has the PC just spoiled me with like other less demanding games for the PC, where I get like more FPS out of the games? Has that spoiled me? Can't I stand like 30 FPS anymore? Also, these loading times are crazy long. But yeah, I just love vlogging in these words. Oh. That's always a little immersion breaking. But yeah, just looking around, admiring the architecture. Really like that. There was a really good video about some, I don't remember, was it a historian taking a look of like Syndicate and the like historical places in the game and like comparing them to a rebuild. That was a really interesting video. I also want to, if somebody has like channels that do that, to recommend, I want more. It was so interesting. And I must say, this game actually looks much better than I thought it would. On the other hand, this is on like my 32-inch monitor, or big, what do you call it? I don't know for the term for that. If I would be using my TV, I would maybe be thinking differently. Maybe because of the like smaller screen. This looks a little bit better.
Join me, if you really want me.
Can I write this myself?
Come on, you silly man.
But yeah, I could just spend so much time walking around this city, not playing at all. And that was kind of the video that I was also thinking about doing. Like, oh jeez, I don't know what happened there. Like game worlds that I just love to walk around in, or something like that. I don't know what the title is, but yeah. Let's see what else do we have in here. The Astrobot VR game. I don't remember really liking this. VR doesn't make me motion sick anymore, but PSVR, when there were games where you were moving, because you had to move controllers, you had to like teleport or the game like moved you without taking any movement input from you. It made me really motion sick, so I don't really remember liking that. And I have quite a few VR games here. Many of them that I have played like for 5 minutes and just thought, this is kind of ass. Arkham Knight, that was a good game as well. I much more like the Telltale games.
Revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Well then, time to save the city.
Especially the season 2 got me so immersed to the character and the story. And then, let me see if I can just open this. The main theme of this game is so good. I don't think these games get like talked about enough. How good they were, like when they released. If it's not going to be play the main theme, I'm going to be really disappointed. Yes, it's going to play. Enjoy this. It's so good. Got you so excited every time when you jumped into the game. So yeah, if you are like a comic book fan or like enjoy superhero movies, TV shows, games, give these games a go. They are really, really good. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. Beyond Two Souls.
The agency wants you to join their military school program.
Come on! Haven't got all day!
They know what you and Aiden can do.
Watch yourself out there, Jody. I don't want anything to happen to you.
I remember watching Glitch play through that game, and it looked really cool. And the story seemed very interesting. Haven't played it myself yet. Bloodborne, we have PS Plus, I don't think I have even tried that game. Like, Souls-like are not for me. I haven't really given them a go, but I feel like I would be completely ass in them. This was a cool VR game. I don't think I have completed it or played that far into it.
What do I want? Your operation. He's not gonna start an all-out war. He's not big enough. I'm gonna go and find out.
I don't actually remember, is this the game that they made or the like experience when the PSVR launched? There was like a 1 hour long experience, and then they made like a game that looked like that, but they weren't connected. The game they released after, I think it's this one. It's like one of the most impressive things I've seen in VR. Like when you get close to the character and stuff like that, it looks so real. I think only Half-Life Alyx is something that has like beaten it, how good it looks and how real it feels. That this game had like the movement that I was talking about where you are not in control, the character is moving and you are looking around it. It made me so motion sick. Battlefield Hardline.
Watch yourself tonight. This drug war is no joke. Miami's gone to shit.
If we have to take you in for possession, we will.
I actually bought this from some of the Steam sales where it was like €5. Because I played fair bit of the story that it has on the PS4 back in the days. I can't remember any of it. I just remember I quite liked it. And I love FPS games on PC, not on a console and a controller, because the shooting I can't shoot on a controller. So yeah, it's something that I want to play through the story. See how I think about it. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I think my biggest gaming sin is that that's my favorite god.
The needs of our planet were greater than she could supply. So we sent men beyond the reaches of our atmosphere. But the open space gave way to an insurgency.
We will eradicate the authority of the earth!
I think it's the first one that I played, and I enjoyed the story so much. And because it was the only COD I had played so far, and one of the only like online shooters that I had played, I quite enjoyed the online multiplayer as well. I didn't have any friends who played it, it was just me playing it on my own. And I still remember some of the maps, like the farm map, and then, yeah, there was like a space station, like NASA-looking space station where it was all like white from inside, narrow corridors. I still remember it quite well. And yeah, the story was like so much more bigger than I thought. I thought the like Call of Duty single-player campaigns are like really linear, not that long. Like, I don't want to say cheaply made, but something like that. But this story was at least like over 10 hours long. It felt like huge in scope. Really liked it. And still to this day, my favorite god. You can't take that away from me. Days Gone is really good game.
Riding the open road. The smell of your hair. The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter. A bounty hunter. A mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left.
When I bought it from sale for the PS4, like for €10. It was some sort of Black Friday sale. I played it and I was like, I don't like this at all. Mainly because of the controller controls like shooting. At that point I already had a PC, I think. And there's just no way, like no coming back for me to play on the console any shooters. So I didn't enjoy it at all. I later bought it on Steam from some sale as well. And let me tell you, it's such a good game, and it's so grounded and like personal story that I don't think we get enough. Like, I feel like most of the video game stories these days are so grand in scope. This is really focused on the like area that Deacon lives and the community is there. And then there are like little spoilers, there are like implications of bigger stuff for the next game that could happen. Then we know the next game going to happen, or at least the studio is doing some multiplayer stuff. That has me so disappointed. I was so excited for a sequel. But yeah, that's a really good game. Probably a good game also on console if you are used to playing on a controller, but shooting in that game on PC was so much fun. What else? Destiny. I think I have, like, this is via PS Plus. I think I had Destiny 1 and I played it like a couple of hours. Got it from a sale as well. Probably after already when Destiny 2 had released. And again, the problem was I had to play it on PC, I guess. I have never really gotten into it. I also, on a console, I played a lot of Division with my friend. So that was kind of my go-to multiplayer game. Detroit Become Human.
Please, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, now. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
A game that I have, again, bought from a sale. Had played like a couple hours into it. And probably something else came up that I started to play. And then I couldn't remember what happened into this. And then if I wanted to go back into this, I would have needed to start again. And it kind of like makes you want to play it less, I guess. Because you need to go through stuff that you have already gone, but you can't quite remember it, yeah. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Again, a game I bought from a sale. Didn't really like the world. It's very like the colors they use in that game. It's, I don't know, I don't really like it. And I bought it later on PC or got it free from somewhere else. And the mouse controls and shooting, it doesn't really feel that good either. It's a game I really want to like, but just don't. And then there are also a bunch of like these, what you would call them, not multiplayer, split screen games that I remember having so much fun playing with my friends, and this gem is one of them. It's kind of like you have a if I remember correctly, you have like a volleyball field, but you have discs that you are throwing on the other side and you can bounce them off the walls. I remember it being a fun game. Doom VR? No clue. Can't even remember myself playing it. But I sure do have it. I tried to sell my like PSVR. I have tried to sell it a couple of times, but there's like people are selling them. There's so many of them on sale, like in where you sell used stuff. Even I have so many games like physically that I can pack in with it, and I can put the price, because I also bought most of these VR games on sale. So it's not really that I'm losing a lot of money when I don't add much value when I add them to the package. So it should be a good deal, what I'm asking for it, but nobody just wants to buy them. I think I'm future-proofing myself, because 10 years time, when like most of them are broken or thrown into the garbage, and they are starting to rise in value, I have a good package with the games that I have. A couple with the system, so yeah. Dragon Age Inquisition.
For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Probably my favorite game on this system. Can I also launch this? Is it on a disc or not? I don't remember from yesterday. I had it originally on PS3. I think I played through it there, and then bought it here to play through the DLC, because you weren't able to... I don't know what's going on here. Oh. Stopped working completely. So yeah, bought it on PS4 to play through the DLCs. Amazing game. It's not only one of my favorite, or my favorite game on this system, it's one of my favorite games of all time. it's combination of like the characters, the story, the world design, exploration, even the gameplay. I just love it all. And then some of Dragon Quest games.
You've brushed with death 1,000 times. Yet still you have your life. It is your fate to save this world. For this, you must survive.
It's funny how I started with this series. Like, now I have played few of the mainline games. I have played 11, I haven't completed it because it's a freaking long game. I have gotten... There is something that happens in the middle of the story, for those who have beaten it. I have gotten to that point, and then like 10 hours, 20 hours past that. And I'm in a spot where like I should grind a lot to continue. I was like, I don't want to do that. At some point I probably will just watch the end of the game from YouTube and see how it was. And then I have played the remake of 3.
Long have we waited. So long have we waited for this day.
Haven't completed it yet either. I got it for a Christmas present last year. Really enjoyed it. It's on my backlog. I will start playing it. I think this Christmas I will finish it. But yeah, it's funny how I started with Heroes, with Dragon Quest, not with the mainline games, with this one. And what sold me on this was the trailers for this and the music. I hadn't heard the music, like every single one of these games when they are marketing, they are playing Dragon Quest theme, which is good, yeah, but it starts to lose its value in like marketing or the trailers when you hear it so many times. But it was originally the thing that sold me on this game. It's again, I haven't completed this. I think I'm like halfway through it, and I was quite young when I was playing it. And I think when I was thinking it back later, there was a spot where I just couldn't beat the boss or the level. And I think I would have just needed to go back and grind previous levels. But when I was younger, I didn't realize I could do that. I just thought I would need to like progress the story. I got stuck and I was like, okay, I had my fun. I don't know what to do here. So yeah. That's me in that game. And then Dragon Quest Builders 1.
Arise, legendary builder! Only you have the power to build anything and everything to save the world and its people.
Really good writing in that game. And it's basically like Minecraft mixed with a RPG, or Dragon Quest RPG. I'm not sure if I'm correct. I think Dragon Quest Builders 1 is connected with the second game in the mainline series, and then Builders 2 is connected with the third game of the mainline series. I could be wrong. Enjoyed this game a lot. I just enjoy building in that game, and it has like, I think 4 worlds at least that you like go through the story. You start in one place, then teleport to another, and so on and so on and so on. And I think I got to the second world and spent just so much time building. I kind of got done with the game and I really enjoyed it. But like, had my fun and didn't pick it up. But I later bought the second game for the Switch when it launched. It was probably, I have put like 100 hours into that. I played through the whole story and loved it. It's one of my favorite Switch games. So this is something I want to revisit and go back. And then Dreams. I haven't used this much. I think I bought it on sale but I want to give it a go. There is one game, I'm going to do it end of this video. There's one game that I want to play on it that is still like work in progress. This is basically like a game engine that you can create your own experiences, your dreams in there, as is the title. I kind of want to do a separate video just looking into that, like as a game dev myself, looking into that, maybe trying to create something there, maybe just looking through other creations, what are there. Yeah. Drive Club. It doesn't show it, but I'm pretty sure I got it. Either it was free to play or I got it through PS Plus. I enjoy driving games a lot, but I didn't play it much. I just remember there were news, people really enjoyed it. And then the studio went under and they delisted the game, I think. Which is a shame. My racing game type is more F1. I love the sport and I love the games. But honestly, also, I can't go back to these games. Like, after playing these on PC, over 100 FPS when they are, I think, 30 FPS here. If you put me to play that, I would puke. I have tried a couple of times, like, I think on my Series S. I think I tried, you got like a free trial of the newest game. I tried it there. And I think it was still 30 FPS there. And it feels so delayed, everything you do. I don't know how I played those games back in the old days. How could I enjoy them that much? Eagle Flight, again a VR game from Ubisoft, where you are an eagle, like gliding through. I don't remember, was it like a city, post-apocalyptic city or something like that? I put a couple hours into that and enjoyed it. Fallout 4.
Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface.
Probably my second favorite game on the system. Can't play it on the system anymore after playing it on PC either. It's another game where I'm like, how could I ever enjoy that? It's some points it's like a slideshow. PowerPoint presentation. The performance is so bad. But yeah, I have played like 100 hours of it. Even on the base PS4. And then probably another 100 hours on my PC. Love that game. And my favorite Fallout game as well. Here's waiting for Fallout 5, which will take ages. Yeah, Far Cry 4. Don't remember, I have played quite a few of these. Only thing I remember from this game, I don't remember the story. Don't even remember the setting completely, I just remember there was like a little town or something like that. And you could like drive vehicles in this game. So I think I stole a vehicle, parked it in the middle of the road, and there was like certain frequency that they spawned enemies driving on the road that you got to fight then. To like keep your attention on or something like that, I don't know. And I just stayed in the town, farmed like the enemies on the road. They just kept coming. I added cars to the pile, and then all the bodies that I killed, I just started throwing them into the trunk of one of the cars. And then the whole thing glitched. That's the only thing I can remember. Fun game. What else? Firewall Zero Hour. I remember playing quite a bit of this game. It's like a online shooter for the VR. And you could play it on a controller as well, where you get the, like, using the stick to move in PS4 VR or even like in normal PC VR. Like, that is something that doesn't make me motion sick, I'm quite used to that. So it made this game like more playable and I enjoyed it, and it also looks really good. I was so impressed considering the hardware it's running on. And then Farpoint VR. I don't remember much of this game. It was one of the Blood and Truth that I was talking about earlier, and then these were like two of the biggest, best looking games on the PSVR, at least in my mind. I have played quite a lot of this, but I can't remember anything. It's something I'm kind of like It's not ported to PC, I don't think. It's something I would like to go back and maybe play a little bit more. It also had its own like gun accessory that you could put move controllers in, I think. If you want to get a PSVR, I don't know why. Are you insane? That and Blood and Truth are something I would recommend. And Superhot VR, that game was so good. What else do we have in here? Some demos, Game of Thrones. This was a game that I bought. My sister, I haven't watched Game of Thrones. My sister, I think, has watched the whole series. And this is the Telltale game. I bought that to her as a Christmas gift and watched her play it. I think she got like through the first chapter and then just didn't have time to play. And now it's sitting on my behind me. She always stored it with my games, and when we moved out I just picked it up with me and thought maybe I'll play it. It's not like she has a PS4 while playing it. But yeah, I remember it being decent as well. And then the Final Fantasies.
My son. My heir. You are the key to our redemption. Only you.
This one I got as a Christmas gift from my parents. I remember asking for either, I think it was this or Just Cause 4. And then I got this. And there was a YouTube creator who made like stunts and stuff like that in Just Cause 4. And I was so excited for that game. And when I got this, I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, maybe I should have just asked for Just Cause 4. But it was quite wild, and my parents, I was quite young still, I think. So it was probably something that my parents would have bought me anyways. But yeah, I have played decent chunk of this. These two are one of the games I want to still play on this system. And the reasons why I like dusted the system off. And I remember the opening in this game is so good. Like, what is the song, Stand By Me or something like that? But yeah, I think it's a fun opening when they're pushing the car. Yeah. Doesn't make sense if you haven't played the game, but if you have played the game, you get the idea. And then 7 Remake.
But after the long calm, there are now the beginnings of a stir. The reunion at hand may bring joy. It may bring fear. But let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
I'm kind of torn whether to buy it on Switch. It's not even that expensive. Like, it's, I think, 40 euros or something like that. It's quite affordable. Or do I play it here because I think I have put decent chunk of time into it. I remember bits of it. I don't know how much I remember, but I think I could just continue from where I am and not miss much. So yeah. Then this is my biggest sins on this system. Maybe not the remaster, but these two. Ghost of Tsushima. A game I also got as a Christmas present. One Christmas. I think I got another game as well, which I then played and didn't have time to play this. It's also a game that I want to play again, or give it a try now. I don't know, should I play it on my PC or here? I don't know. I will have to try. But yeah, what I have heard is a really, really good game. And then God of War.
We are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater.
Another of my sins. I think how the controls work in it, I could maybe enjoy it more with mouse controls. If it's on a deep sale, I might buy it on PC. I had played like close to, but maybe 10 hours, between 5 and 10. But back then I didn't really enjoy it. I feel like maybe now I would enjoy it more and maybe enjoy the gameplay more. I don't know. It's weird how, like, if I compare to the Switch, that is like my main console at the moment, or now Switch 2, but if I compare to Switch 1, during its life cycle I was so into playing like all of the big releases. that came with it, and I enjoyed most of them. And before that, when I had the PS4, I was like as into as I am to Nintendo at the moment. I was as into PlayStation, but I just didn't end up playing the most of the big releases, or didn't end up enjoying them. I don't know why. But yeah, it's something I want to revisit these games, and kind of, the image I have of PlayStation games is not that good at the moment. I know they make good games, but it feels like all of them are like story focused, and there are many similarities in the gameplay if you compare them, how they work. I don't know. Maybe a weird take. Gran Turismo Sport. I was very excited for this game. Like, I don't remember what Gran Turismo it is, maybe 4 that I had on PS2 or PS3. Can't even remember that. I put so much time into that when I was a kid. And it was so cool how they made, like, there were different leagues that you could take part of. Like, there was a career mode. And there was, like, a clear progression. Like, you would take part in a league. When you beat it, you get a new car. And there are a bunch of leagues that you can take part of, but they require, some of them had requirements. You either needed to upgrade your car or get a better car. So when you completed the league, won it, got the car, you could take part in another league and also just upgrade your car and progress that way. It felt so good, and I feel like this game was lacking all of that. It was more about like racing online, at least what I remember. So it was a big disappointment for me. Still a really good controlling and feeling racing game though.
Legacies.
Gravity Rush. This is the only game I will still buy on this system. I don't know why it feels like the most... Maybe because it's from a Japanese developer, but it feels like the most Nintendo game out of the Sony first-party games. I have the first game on my Vita. I basically bought the Vita. I bought the used Vita. I think it was €100, and I got Golden Abyss, then the Gravity Rush game, and I don't remember what else games I can't English. What other games I got with it, I can't remember. But those two, Golden Abyss, I played it a bit, and then I realized I'm just going to save it for like when I'm really feeling. If I'm ever like feeling really down, I can pick it up and play it. Because I love Uncharted and that like wholesome humor in it. Can you call it wholesome? I don't know. I love it so much. So it's like, if I ever have a really tough time, it's something I can go back to. And then Gravity Rush, I think I am halfway through that game. But the problem is, the Vita is, how would I put it? It's not so easy to just pick it up. Like the charger, I don't remember how it works, but it feels like a chore to like start up the system and everything. So I kind of fell out of playing it, but I really enjoyed it. And I need to finish it and then buy 2 and play it. 2 looks so good, the world looks so expensive. What else? Hardware Rivals. I remember this game. I think it's a racing game or something like that, that I played with my friends maybe. Headmasters was a good VR game. Helldivers 1. I tried it with my friend, it's again a PS Plus game, and we had fun but never played it again. It's fun to think about how they went from that game to the second one. Is it Number? That is very successful this year or last year. They kind of had the pieces already with this game, but it works so much better in third person, I guess, than top down, what this game is. I Expect You to Die, really good like puzzle solving VR game, which has really good humor. Really like that one. Then again, PlayStation first party game that I don't really chime with.
Your whole life you've been searching. And the elders, they've been holding you back.
The girl is a curse. She came from nowhere. She is no one.
I think I'm halfway through this game as well. There was a spot where I got stuck. There was like a difficulty spike. Again, I was a bit younger when I was playing it. And maybe didn't understand the systems as well as English. There's also something like all of the games on this system. Okay, first thing, PlayStation has been great like adding Finnish subtitles or Finnish at all. Not any of the other consoles or console companies, whatever you call them, has that. They don't have Finnish in their language or localization options. PlayStation has, or at least had. I don't know if they still do. That's something I like. Will raise my hat for that. Is that even saying English? I don't know. I respect that a lot. I was a little bit too young, I guess, and fresh with games to understand all of the game systems and how they work. And I kind of got stuck and didn't continue playing it. I have it on my PC as well, again, bought it from a sale. And thought I maybe would like it more on control, like mouse and keyboard, the aiming. Maybe I would like it more. There is a good mystery in that game, but I didn't find it that interesting. I didn't find the main character or the story that interesting. I don't know, or the world. I don't know what it's with me. Those Call of Duty that I already talked about. What is this? It's the VR mission, yeah. I think I have played through that as well. And Infamous Second Son.
Now look, for all we know, we may be able to pass you through their security, because you're not a normal viral terrorist. You seem to be getting the hang of your new symptoms, right?
Of course, the only downside being that, nope, can't think of anything. This is pretty freaking awesome.
I think I'm happy in this game, I think. Because I remember playing the DLC as well for it. Really, really good game. It's one that I want to replay as well. But this was something that I tried yesterday with the online on. If I try to play it, it says that I need to. It's on like another external like memory device, and I need to delete it from there. But the one that I have plugged in to my PS4 is the only one that I remember using, so I don't know how. It's another mess that I need to sort out to be able to play it. What else? Lego Hobbit. One of the most disappointing games I have played. I played it with my sister. We both completely loved it. But what a disappointing end. It only has the first two movies. When you get to the spot where the third movie should start, the game ends. They never included the third movie. It was meant to be included, but I don't know what happened in production and I just left it out. I'm sad. We were having so much fun playing that. I have good look at the screenshot and clips if there's anything fun in there. But yeah, fun game with my sister. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Jack, don't you give this creep the time of day.
Sora, stand down. It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
I'm looking for a box.
Bought it from sale. Thought I would play the first, like buy the first two games, play them on this, and then play that. But never did, so I haven't even touched that game, I don't think. Info from PS Plus. It's embarrassing with that game. It's basically like I'm 15 minutes into it. There was a spot where you needed to get across a body of water, and I got stuck there. I didn't know what to do. And I had tried a couple of times back then. I gave it a go to go again and see what I'm doing wrong there, and never got past it. I should go back in and try. How easy it actually was. How dumb I was. Magica 2. That was also a fun game. Played with my sister. It's basically, if I remember correctly, you are like magicians and you can shoot like a beam of magic in front of you. I can, for example, shoot fire. And if you play with a friend, they, like, you have different options for the magic that you can use. They can, for example, shoot water. Like, and if you combine the beams, they make steam. And there were like fun combinations you could have. We didn't get far into that game, but it's one of the games on this list that I had the most fun playing with my sister. We just were terrible in that. And it's also sad that the developer is, I think they aren't around anymore. I want to play that game again. Maybe with Gravity Rush, maybe it's on Steam. If not, maybe it's another game that I will buy with this system and give it a go. I don't know, can you play it single player? Maybe I need to ask some friends to play it with. Mad Max. This game is so underrated.
Behold, he who has conquered death, immortal, undone!
It was funny, this came the same day, or came out the same day as Metal Gear Solid 5. And Metal Gear Solid 5 got like 10 out of 10 reviews. And these also got decent reviews. And when I bought them, I was like, I am going to play so much Metal Gear Solid. And then play this when I have time after that. But it was another way around. I think I was quite young still then. And the opening of Metal Gear Solid is so depressing. The hospital scene and everything. I was like, it put me off so bad of that game. I played it later after that. But I just got into this game. Not that this game is any more cheerful. But it's so cool. I actually want to just showcase it a tiny bit. Just a little showcase of why it's so good. Something... yes. It's something I also tested a little bit yesterday. Just to see how much it has changed. Or how great I remember it compared to what it was. And I must say the performance is not that good on the PS4. At least compared to what I remember. But that's not what makes this game so special. I also haven't watched any of the Mad Max movies. I don't know much about that world or the character. But if the game is anything to go by, maybe I should. Like, the story in this was... I loved the gameplay more and the world more, but the story was actually quite decent as well. The ending... and like the bits before the ending were a little bit weird. Like it started off cool and then it got weird. I didn't quite remember liking the ending. But overall it was decent. And the gameplay in this game is so good, and the world. There are like... If you ask the first thing that I remember from this game, there is like an underworld tunnel that you need to drive. It's completely dark, and you can just see red eyes walking around. And when you look there, they disappear. I just remember that it was such a cool like level to drive through. And then the combat is so brutal, it feels so good on a controller. Like when I play games these days on a controller, Let me decrease the volume again. When I play games on controller these days, I don't have vibrations on. Just because I play so late, I don't want to keep people awake. But when you have the vibrations on this controller, and you are throwing punches, it feels so good. And then there is a meter. When you fight enough, you get like, I don't remember what it's called, like a rage meter or something like that. And then you get extremely mad, and all your punches are like 10 times more deadly. And feels so crunchy. I love it. What I tried yesterday, the driving doesn't feel as good as I remember. It's a little bit floaty. But also you have so many vehicles in this game, maybe this is just a bad vehicle. And well, what would I tell about the car combat is so much fun, and you have like a, I don't think I can showcase it here. You have guns that you can shoot. You can like go behind the car like this. You get a sniper that you can shoot with. You can still drive the car at the same time. Snipe enemies. You have like a grappling hook that you can shoot at your enemies' cars. And you can rip their tires off, doors of the car, stuff like that. But how do I get out of this? Oh no. I made a mistake. The first person is not what I want to drive in. Okay, good. Then you have like, you can do like a dash on the side, and you have like spikes on your car, and you can damage them that way. And the destruction system is so good. And the most impressive thing is in this game is like the fire particle effects. Let me see if we can find a fight. Do some explosions. Okay, this will do as well. Let me do that. And just all the heat. I guess I'm not showcasing that then. I can showcase them though. But like, all the contacts with the car or with your character in this game, they feel so good. Wait, did they run away? And this is a thing that I remember. I don't know if it's true, but I remember you can see in the distance like a dust cloud where people are driving, and you can see like them coming for you. Do we have people in here? Are these guys alive? So I can showcase the combat? No. And these things aren't even that on fire. Good. I wanted to showcase the fire so bad. Maybe I drive around a little bit more and try to fight the fight. But yeah. They have nailed the feeling of being Mad Max. And I think this is still a game, there isn't really like more games like this. Like, I think one of the biggest like missed opportunities in games is to have like a car you use to drive around. It has your inventory, you can store guns, and it goes everywhere with you. I don't think there are many games like that. Days Gone is maybe one. You have the bike. And then I don't remember what was the game. It took place in the Stalker universe where you had a car. Don't remember what it was called. There you kind of had a car that had inventory with it, and you drove around and yeah, explore with it. It just didn't feel that good to play, at least on my PC. It didn't run that well. But yeah, I don't remember if I said it already, but I think this is a game that is still like worth revisiting. I can fight them. Just know that, let me see the map. Where am I going? Just know it's a little bit dark. It's not the most like joyful game, but the gameplay is so good. I highly recommend it. Look at that destruction. How did I... Wait. Something like this. Okay, I didn't hit it. I didn't want to drive them, I want to showcase the combat as well. All the UI effects, like the cracked screen, like everything feels so good. Okay, let me see if they come out. I can showcase the combat a tiny bit. Let's see how much I feel like. There's so many cool animations as well, and punches feel so good. You feel like you are hitting people when you are playing this. Let me see if I can showcase the fire, how good it looks.
Oh, my angel, that was close. Be more careful next time, I beg of you.
I don't know, is this a good showcase? I think this is. It looks so good. Yeah, that's Mad Max. Give it a go. Where were we? Iron VR, that is a demo? It's a game I want to give a go to. I don't think I had played the demo. When I was getting to account pack, there was one of the instructions said you need to tell them like the last purchase you have made. And this was the last download. It was like in my email it was marked as a purchase, but it was €0. So it's the last thing I have downloaded on this console, but I don't think I played it. What was Spider-Man?
Maybe the city needs our friend more than you think.
Again, with the Sony first-party games, like, this is the perfect game for me. I love the first bits of it, but then it gets so repetitive. I remember I just needed to force myself through the story, which I was really enjoying, but the gameplay less so. Still a good game. And I have a nice screenshot of it on my main page. But I enjoyed the game, didn't touch the DLC, I didn't feel like it, and kind of doesn't... After playing it, I don't feel like playing the second game. Or I wasn't excited for that. I didn't need to get the PS5 because of that. Mass Effect Andromeda.
We dream of exploring the unknown, discovering what lies beyond.
The entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust. We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up. Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
I remember liking the story, the exploration in that game so much. I hated the gameplay, or the shooting. Especially on controller, but all the enemies were so tanky. And the fights took like way too long. I think I was playing it on easy. It tells a lot that I completed it, even though I didn't like the gameplay. All other aspects of it I loved, but yeah. I was also positively surprised compared to all of the reviews. It got like completely shat on when it released. For good reason in some parts, but once it gets like negative press of some of its parts, then the whole game just gets in a negative cycle. I think there was a lot good in that game. Also, never have played the previous Mass Effect games, so they might have been absolutely amazing, and this was like terrible compared to them. I don't know. I liked it. Then I have a couple of sports games. I really like NHL. I think I have played most on my PS3. I have on those games you had like the Finnish league. I don't think these games have it anymore. But I remember I simulated the whole like season, played every game in that season multiple times on the PS3. Yeah. This was also a fun puzzle game. I think you had mouse that you needed to guide to the cheese or something like that. I remember having decent time with it. Middle Earth, Shadow of War. I don't know which one I'm missing. Shadow of War and what was the first game? I think this is the first game, Shadow of War. No, this is the second game. The first one was Shadow of Mordor and then it was Shadow of War. I don't know why Shadow of Mordor is not here. I think actually I played it on PS3. That might be it. After that game. I'm going to talk about it more than this. But yeah, even though it's a PS3 game, it came out on a PS4 and I have it on a PS4. I think I bought the disc to play it like when it performs better here. It might have been a little choppy on the PS3, but I never put it in, I guess. It is just like, if I ever want to go back to it, I can play it that way.
I had a family once, and I buried them along with everyone I ever knew. Perhaps that pain is what connects us.
Very soon, the Dark Lord and his army will march all over Mordor.
But I remember I was a young kid. And we went, my mother took me and my sister in a city, it's like 1 hour away. We went to shop there, and they went like clothes shopping, and I always hated that. Like, if I go to, for example, buy shoes, I walk to the shoe store, see shoes on sale, go there, try them, if they fit, I buy them and go away. I don't really want to spend time there, same with clothes. And on the other hand, they spend so much time like going through clothing shops and stuff like that, so I asked my mother to buy me a gaming magazine. I still have it to this day, so I can like spend time reading it when they are doing their shopping. And I remember there was an article on this game that described it like you get to explore the borders of Mordor. And maybe Inquisition hadn't come out yet, but I got the idea, maybe it was because I had played Skyward Sword or a game like that before that, and gotten the idea like what game worlds can be. Like, remember I was young here and I hadn't played many like bigger games then, and I got the idea like you have the whole border of Mordor that you get to explore, all the castles and stuff like that. And I remember like dreaming of that, thinking about climbing the mountains, stuff like that. And then when I saw the first snippets of the gameplay, like the focus on the game was more on the like deadly combat and how brutal it was, and I was like, geez, that's kind of brutal. And the focus wasn't on the exploration of the world, and what I saw of the world, I was like, that doesn't really like match my expectations. But I was still quite excited for the game after that. Back then I didn't read reviews or watch like gameplay videos, trailers, or like stuff like that as actively as I do these days. And I was really into Lord of the Rings, that's also needs to be stated. I had just read the book, seen the movies, Hobbit movies as well. I was so into that world, read Hobbit as well. And when I got the game, it was like, the first couple of hours I played it, was like, this is not even near what I wished it would be, and I was really disappointed. But then I got really hooked on the gameplay, and I loved the game so much for like completely different reasons that I thought I would first love it for. It has given me good perspective when like I have game series that I love. For example, Inquisition and Veilguard. Like, Veilguard is not exactly like Inquisition. There are storytelling-wise, theme-wise, it's a little bit more maybe joyful. The writing is a little bit different. The gameplay, world design, they are different. But give it a still chance. Like, if it's not what you expect and want from it, it can still be a good game. And that what kind of Shadow of Mordor taught me, I guess. Still one of my favorite games of all time. But I haven't revisited it. Might change when I do that. And then Shadow of War, I'm like halfway through that.
We do not serve the Dark Lord! We will take this land for our own! You fight for Mordor! You fight for the Bright Lord!
I think I got it when I was in the army, maybe. And that's why I didn't have the time to play through it. And it was a little bit hard because you could be like stuck in the army 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Until you had a free weekend. So you kind of a little bit forgot how to play the game, and it was a little bit tough to get back playing it. At least that's what I remember why I never finished it. It's also something I want to play again, but I'm probably started like all over again. Because I don't remember anything about the story. It's one of the games also that has really good trailers. Actually 2 good trailers that I still watch. When I need like... I want to feel good. Sometimes I watch like older game trailers that I remember from my younger years, and those 2 are still on that list. Nier Kuni 2.
I understand now. A leader must be willing to give his life to protect his people. That's what Zip is planning to do, but I'm not going to let him. Not now. I won't run away. Not again. Not ever.
It's actually a game I'm playing at the moment on my Switch too. I'm in the final chapter. I only have the final fight to do. I'm so addicted to that game. It's so good. Also so good in ways I didn't expect from it. Like what I have heard of it, I like expected a grand story. But it's kind of the opposite. I'm like more hooked on the gameplay, doing like quests. It has city building in it, and most of the side quests give you characters that can join your city, and you can assign them to buildings. I'm so addicted to that like aspect of the game, and also the like action-based combat is really good. It's not that hard, but it's very enjoyable. I really like it. But yeah, why is this here? Is because when it first released, I was like, I need to get that game, but for some reason I didn't have time for it. I didn't buy it. Probably a year later, in one of the Finnish stores, there was a collector's edition of it. They were like throwing it. I don't know what is it called, the sale when they are throwing stuff away, and it's on a really deep sale. It was cheaper than buying the game itself at that point. And back then I was working and I had some excess money, so I was like, I'm just going to buy that. I can play the game, take the game away from it and sell it as it is like later. I can put it in a safekeeping, and in a couple of years it probably rises in value. Don't know if that's the case. But it's also, I played it in a time I was busy. And again, I didn't, like, there was a couple of weeks when I didn't play it and I didn't remember how the combat works, what was the story, and I kind of was like, maybe I play it later. And I'm so happy I picked it up again on the Switch. Bought it on sale as well on that. It was like 10 euros. And I thought I'd give it a go. I also gifted it to my sister as a Christmas present, and she really liked it on the Switch. But yeah, good game. Just not on this console. Or my experiences of it aren't on this console. Again, some PS Plus games. VR Worlds, it was basically when you bought the headset, I think you got this game, or it was a pack-in, and it has different experiences. You are thrown underwater and there is a shark coming around you. You are like in a cage and it attacks the cage. There was the Blood and Truth VR game I was talking earlier about. There was the other version of it that I think is in here. Like a crime thriller, an hour long. I don't really remember the other stuff that is in there. It was a really good introduction to VR. It was maybe a little bit too good because it feels the most like polished, what you hope the other experiences to be, but quite few hit the mark that those experiences hit, I guess. It was made by Sony London or whatever that studio was that was recently closed, which was a shame. Ratchet and Clank haven't played it. This was, you got it for free for some reason. I don't remember, was it a Christmas or was there some problems? This was a VR game I was really excited for, but less said about it the better, I don't know.
The good news, you're the first human to land on an extrasolar planet. But I've made a preliminary scan of our landing site and decided that your best chance of survival is for us to stay put and wait for a rescue party. Robin? No, don't get up yet. You've had enough adventure already.
I don't even remember all of it, but the gameplay was a mess how it worked. It was more of a survival game than a story-based, like, or like how you say it, story-based game, I guess. Based on the trailers, what you thought it would be. Maybe I should revisit, I don't know. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Do you have my bag? Always, Dutch.
I have it on this console, probably have put like 20 hours into it. I have it on PC, have probably also put 20 hours into it. Such a long game. You need such a long time commitment. And also, the problem with PS4 again was the controller controls that I didn't enjoy that much. I remember when I was studying construction engineering and my friends came to my house and we played games. I was showcasing, they saw this on my PS4 and wanted to give it a go. And basically we spent an hour of them playing, like, is it blackjack or whatever in Red Dead Redemption 2. I actually, at that point, I didn't know how it worked, like, in real life, so they kind of taught it to me that way as well. But they were a little bit addicted to that. If I remember correctly, when they visited me later, they also played it. The same card game. Just got a little bit, like, addicted to that. And then this was one of the first games I got with the system because it came out when I got the system. I think it came out that month on PS Plus. I have put so many hours into it, but I'm completely trash in it. And I'm like, after that first 2 years, I haven't touched it at all. I remember in the army, we were on a long march where you can just, like, it was more testing about how that we can walk that long. It was probably 20 kilometers or something like that. And I was talking to a guy from a, like, different room than us. And we were just talking about life. And then we went to games and then I mentioned, like, I think back then I was still playing this game. I mentioned, like, yeah, I've been playing it, it's quite fun. And they were really big into this game. They got so excited. We had a place in the army where you could go chill. It had, like, I think table tennis and PS4s. So the same day he was like, we are immediately going there, and we picked a couple other guys who also wanted to give it a go. He was so excited to play it, and when we started to play, there was somebody else from my room that was there. That wasn't really, like, good friends with me or him, but they were really cracked in this game, and the friend who was really excited to play this was so good at this game, and I was so ass. I just remember, I could see they were so disappointed how bad I was. But I remember having so much fun. Like, I think they went 1v1 at end of the night to see which one was better, and I was kind of like commentating what they do, and I just remember it being all laughter and having so much fun. So yeah, that's my good memory from Rocket League. I haven't touched it since. Probably never will be. Skyrim VR, I was really excited to give it a go. To think that whole RPG in VR, wouldn't recommend it on PS4. First of all, the frame rate I think was not that good, and the controls as well. I think at this point I had tried Skyrim already and didn't really like it. Like, with RPGs, I like that I have focused storyline that I can follow that was more open-ended and more about you, like, going on an adventure in that world. didn't really click with me, but I was still excited to give it a go in VR. But yeah, I played like an hour, got probably motion sick, and it didn't feel that more fun to play in VR than it felt like playing it in its normal form. So yeah, not much to say about that, other than it was disappointing. Then Soul Calibur, I don't think I have even launched this game. I bought it for like €5 from again, from a sale when they were throwing stuff away from a store, and thought it could be fun. I think Geralt is in it from Witcher, and that was one of the things that why I was interested in it. But yeah, I'm so bad in fighting games. This is probably one of the best party games on this system. You basically, what you see on the screen is all you need to go. No, you basically, you get to control a dolphin like that, and they have the heart as well that you can see on the screen. And it's like a split screen co-op game, and you go against your friend, and you need to, like, the dolphins glide on the ground on their stomach and on their back, and the courses are like stuff with like how would you say it, rounded edges that you can like, what you can see, you can like ride the edge and then go up and down and then you fly. I try to put like video gameplay when I'm explaining this on the screen, but you are basically trying to hit with your horn, you're trying to hit the heart, and it's like stupid fun. It takes some of skill, but the controls they don't feel like you can't be that precise with them. They feel a little bit goofy, which I think makes the game better than if it was easy to control. Really fun party game. I haven't played it in ages. Probably should buy it. Play it with my sister or something like that. Stories.
Once upon a time, there was a hero. Like every hero, he enjoyed strolling in majestic landscapes. And like every hero, he would do something he'd soon regret.
This one I remember being a cool game. I recommended to my friend who beat it and said there was really good twist in the story and they really enjoyed it. I played like couple hours, dipped out of it. I have bought it on Steam to give it another go. Just haven't gotten that far yet. It has really good like writing. I remember it made me laugh out loud. And the best VR game is here. Super Hot VR. Only thing I have against this game, like, you basically stay where you are and you get to act like James Bond. Enemies are running at you, time only moves when you move. So you can kind of look around, plan your moves and then do like crazy shit. But there was oh, my controller died a moment. There was a moment like you were always stationary. You could walk around, yes, but you really didn't want to. You like took a couple steps ahead to do some moves or something like that. But there was a story moment where the game, like, you are on the edge of a building and it throws you down. And it was one of the first VR games that I played. And it made me so motion sick that falling down. It's the only gripe I have against the game. I haven't given try to the like non-VR games that they have made. I really should. That was so much fun and made you feel like an action hero. This was a good like arcade racing game, or whatever you call it, like closer to Mario Kart. Really liked it. I think I have played it quite a lot, like time trial to hit the best times on the tracks. Again, a PS Plus game, I can't showcase it really. The Order.
By this communion, you are bound to our sacred order. Servant of our great king and knight of the Round Table.
What can I say about this game? I haven't completed it. I don't remember how much or how far I have gotten into it. Really liked it, what I played of it. And really sad that the studio... Now I think they have went over... First, Meta bought them to make VR games. They made good VR games and then they closed the studio because the games were great but they weren't selling well. And this game It wasn't a launch game for PS4, but it came out close after launch, I think. And looked amazing, really cinematic, cool effects. But in the end it was like 5 hours long, 6 hours long, and people got mad about that. They thought it would be much longer and much more meat to it, which is like, I don't understand. If the game is good, even if you pay like 60 euros for it or 50 euros, whatever that costs, I don't think its length determines how good it is, at least for me. These days I enjoy shorter games because obviously you are studying and soon working, you don't have that much time. So a game that I can complete in a couple of nights, I love that. And I can pay 70 euros for a game that I can beat in like 5 hours and be happy with it. I don't measure the value of the game in the hours I get out of it, I measure it in the experience I get out of it, I guess. So yeah, it was a shame that the reception to the game, like, it has like a cult following at this point, but like, there's no chance there's going to be a sequel to that. And it's sad that the early reception, because of the game's length, kind of killed the series. There was a cool interview about that game from, I think it was its director. I think it was this year, a couple of years ago, where they were talking about like if they had planned a sequel to that and how it went wrong, I guess. Trackmania Turbo, that was a fun game. Like doing time trials. Trials Fusion was fun co-op game. Tricky Towers is insanely fun co-op game. It's basically Tetris, but you are trying to build. There isn't like borders on the sides, and you are trying to build as high as you can, and then there are like environmental hazards, wind that is going to blow your tower and it needs to stand it. Stuff like that, and you have like, I think 4 people can play it at the same time, and there is like a height. Who reaches there first wins. Extremely fun party game. What else is there? I want to talk about Witcher and Division 2. My voice is starting to go, so I'm taking something easy to talk about for a moment. XCOM 2. Played it, didn't enjoy it. Whoa, Dave. Played it, can't remember any of it. Valkyrie Elysium demo. I actually liked the demo a lot. It's probably one of the last things I have played on this console. Never got the full game though. Like how the combat worked in this game, it reminded me a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition, but it didn't get that great reviews, so I kind of stayed away from it. It hasn't, like, if it's on a sale on Steam for like 10 euros, I'm buying it, but I think it hasn't been even close to that low. Trine 3. The whole Trine series I have played with my sister. I haven't... Wait, let me see. We have played all the first 3 games through together. And then, kind of after that, we both moved away. And we tried to play the 4th one. She bought it for me as a birthday present. We tried to play through that on weekends. But, like, sometimes I went to visit my parents, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes she went to visit them, sometimes she didn't. We never completely finished that game. I think we got close to the end, but yeah. It's a cool franchise. Fun, like, side-scrolling medieval fantasy game, whatever you could call it. It has... I don't say the stories are that good. They do the job. The characters are fun. Nothing... I wouldn't say they are memorable, but the gameplay, it's a lot about, like, puzzle solving together. That's the fun part. What next? Tom Clancy's Division. One of the first games that I played with friends, like online games. I remember playing it, it was with one of my friends. And back then, I don't know if Discord was a thing. We had, I don't remember what the software was called. Mumble, maybe something like that. I don't know if it was something that was just in Finland, but it was basically a voice chat channel or server, and you could go, there were like empty rooms where you could go, and then we joined there and played, and like anybody could just join in those rooms. Sometimes our school friends came there and did something and left. And when I was playing, it was like only on PC as well. So I don't really like to use, like, push to talk is what I like to use. But you needed to have the audio open all the time. So my friend could hear when my mom came in to say like, okay, now you need to stop, you have played enough and stuff like that. We got a good laugh out of that. And the game was really, really good. I think the shame was we played it a little bit later after the release. So the PvP content, there wasn't that many players. So like the extraction part of the PvP content, it was quite easy because there was nobody like challenging you. And then we played the second game on PC, and then there the PvP, like, I think we played it close to the launch. There wasn't really, like, it was always only us two on the server. There wasn't really anybody even challenging in that game. And we fell off way quicker from that. This one we played many hours. Basically the whole campaign together and then the extraction stuff. Really fun game. I actually downloaded it from Game Pass. I thought I would give it a go at some point. It was also for the video I was talking about earlier, just walking like around New York. You could go like above the Madison Park, or like in the ceiling there were like, what do you call it? I don't know the word in English, but like levels you could walk on, and look below you. There was like National Museum or something like that. Such a cool setting. Witcher 3 was the first game I bought with this console.
Once we were many. Now we are few. Hunters, killers of the world's filth. Witchers, the ultimate killing machines.
I bought this console, is the one with 1 terabyte of memory, I think. And it released like a year later. And I was working in a summer job back then on a cemetery, I think. And just got enough money to buy the console and the game. That was basically all money I earned that summer went to buying this and Witcher 3. I remember seeing PlayStation Accents made videos of that, like walking through the like whole map and other stuff. And I was just, I wanted to play it so badly. I think I needed to wait a month or two to get into it. And I remember hearing like the devs talk about like everything in the game you could explore, like there isn't buildings that you can't go into. I think they said in some interview when I got the game and went to some bigger city, and I was like, let me walk into this random house and it says it's locked and you need a key. What I assume in reality, like almost the whole place is locked. It says that there's nothing like behind the door. It's just locked forever. You can't go in there. I felt a little bit disappointed by that, but the world is so amazing. I haven't finished this game either. I have a good explanation for this one. There was a later mission, this is minor spoilers, where there was a narcoleptic dwarf that you needed to escort to a house on a hill. And there was a road that went on the side of the hill and then climbed it. But it had like higher level enemies on it. And I was like, I don't know if I can beat them. And then there was like, on the hill there were like stone steps that you could climb on and get to the building. And I was like, let's go through that. And the dwarf followed me there. It could climb the rocks. I was like, okay, this is going to work. I can skip all the enemies. And then the dwarf just in the middle of the like stony steps stopped there and fell asleep. That it did. But it just stayed there. Like when it, I don't remember, was it that it didn't even wake up from the sleep? Whatever you tried to do, how far I ran from that place, it just stayed there. It didn't go down, it didn't go up. And my last save was 10 hours ago. It's a tiny bit of my fault, but yeah, I stopped there. I was like, I'm not going that far back in the saves. Excellent game though. One of my, like, if you ask, the first thing that comes to mind from that game is the riding with the horse. It feels so realistic, even though I haven't ridden a horse, but like, the feeling, how they have made it sound and feel. I just love going into that game and just riding around that world and enjoying the world and feeling of the riding. Yeah. And what else? Uncharted.
That was a nice lift back there. But you got a lot to learn.
Crap!
You stick with me and I'll teach you a few things.
No offense, but I don't even know you.
My friends call me Sully.
Nathan Drake.
I don't actually remember. Was it... I think I got Uncharted 3 on PS Plus, on PS3. Probably, yeah. If I don't remember incorrectly, it came pretty close when the game launched. I just remember being very surprised that it came already to PS Plus. Played it, enjoyed it. Then I can't remember. I think I bought the collection and played the first 2 games. Then played 4. But yeah, I just love the whole series. The humor and the main character Nate are so good. And the side characters like Sully and Elena, whatever her name was. The writing is so good. The gameplay is like, it's a bit repetitive. It's just shooting, but yeah, it's just like game comfort food or whatever you could call it. And then Uncharted 4.
Look, Nate, I'm gonna make you a one-time offer. Drop everything. Go home. Live your life. Or we can just end it right here.
There's gotta be another way. I need you on this one.
Did I rank games? I'd say Inquisition is my favorite game. And Shadow of Mordor is the second favorite game. I think Uncharted 4 might be actually ahead of them. It's basically a tie with Inquisition. I love that game too. It's so cinematic. It feels like playing through a movie. And the story is actually good. This was one of the first games my sister also played, and this is the reason why I don't say she doesn't play that many games, but this was a game that made she want to play other games that I had. And it was so fun to watch her play to that, and like progress that she had. Like, I remember in the beginning, like, she didn't even understand the game controls that well. She was like looking, when she was walking, she was looking in the ground, and when somebody was talking to her, the camera, when she moved it, went to the ceiling. She had a lot of trouble with that. And then she just learned, and I helped a bit, somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Amazing game. I think, how long has this? Oh my god, I have 2 hours to edit. Bro, maybe my plan was to record Keeper after this, but maybe I need to leave it. I don't have a voice after this as well. I wanted to have a look for these. What can we find from here? There's a 9-minute video. Didn't even know you can... Is that 15 seconds? No, I don't know. Can it be 9 minutes? Oh wait, the player probably has my name, so let's not do that. I remember there was a fun... Oh wait, there's much more games than I had there, yeah. Oh yeah, there's Shadow of Mordor. Lost Legacy was a good game. Battlefront, was this even there? This was like the first online shooter that I had. I have so many good, I got it as a Christmas present. So many good memories. Playing just, it was a little bit disappointing, the single player stuff in it. I was expecting more, but the multiplayer was so much fun. King's Quest, such a good game. I haven't completed all of the chapters or episodes in it, but especially the first episode, it has such a good twist and such good writing. The story is really good. It's like a, I would say, point and click adventure. But it's a little bit, I think in third person. It's a little bit involved. The original game was like a proper point and click adventure. Broken Age is something I really want to play through. I have started it many times, but I haven't gotten that far. The beginning of the game is not maybe the most exciting part of it. But I have heard so many good things about it. Phantom Pain. Do I have any cool Witcher screenshots? Not that special. This was a good clip. But how can I... Can I see it at time now? You can barely see it, but like if you're aiming at the person, you can shoot. Like you can, when you press this button, it does nothing. But you can like move the middle of the crosshair to their side. That like where the spread is, you can like see it barely on the screen. But where the area is where the spread is going to be, it can overlap with the character. And when you shoot there, all the bullets kind of like go like just like next to them, like clearly like forming a border where the bullets can't go. It's quite funny. Oh yeah, we had so much fun because you could grab the other character and throw them behind you. So it was probably like, even after this video isn't that long, probably like 10 minutes of us doing that. And having just like stupid fun. That's what the Lego games are for. I don't even remember what was this clip. Oh yeah. You can see on the left the character got stuck. Like the object from the wall, it was something that you could like grab with your arms and sling. It's through their head. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. It was a little look back of my beloved PS4. It's crazy to me as well how much I love console and some of these games. How like when I got the Switch, I haven't had any need to like buy games on the PlayStation or get the PS5. I don't know what that is, but yeah. Used to be a console that I love, but yeah. It's in the past now. Really good system. Served me well. Oh wait. There was one thing that I wanted to do. Let's see if it works. There is a really good project Worth in Dreams that I want to give a go if it's public. I don't know about that. And I don't know if without PS Plus can I even access it. Hopefully yes. But would anybody be excited or interested to watch me like go through some of the projects that have been done here? Or maybe try it myself. I'm kind of like, I would like to give it a go and record it, but I don't know how shit I'm going to be. And creative, so maybe it's just better to look at other people's creations. It has to be this, no? It has the most likes. It's somebody is creating like the whole series, I think, in here. Like full time doing this. Which is so cool. Just want to see if I can give it a go. Like I've been following it. It has been multiple years when they started the project. And I don't think they release videos that often. But when they do, I've been always watching them. Avatar the Lost Airbender. The TV show is so good, but what do I need to do? Just jump around. That's the game. Oh. The visual looks so cool on my screen. It looks like a old TV. It has like a filter on it or something. The controls are quite goofy. Oh, I like that. Know what that does. I don't know, am I meant to be going there? Is the goal to exit this or not? Or collect all the coins? Oh wait, there's a path below there. Can I just cheese this? I think there is a ceiling that I can't go past. Maybe? Let's see. Oh, I can explore the whole world, but I'm not meant to. Shoot! Go back into the hole. Oh wait, that was the hole I respawned from. Shoot. Or was it? No? No? We are away? Yes, this is the place I wanted to see as well. Can I see the city? If I remember correctly, they had it built. I don't know what it's called. The Water People City. Maybe it's not accessible yet? I don't know. Hello there, little one. Can I... Oh? It got scared. For a reason. It knows what I'm planning to do. Can I attack it? What was that? Oh, you can like emote, I guess. Goofy. Okay, I'll stop it here. If you want to see me give it a proper go, I might give a go to the whole dreams thing and see other things. Have a proper look at that. I may have a proper look at that at the moment with myself, but I can talk about it more when I have played it a little bit. But yeah, that was just a little look at my beloved PS4. Did any of you guys have a PS4? And if you did, what kind of games did you have with it? Do you have any good memories of it? Stories to tell? But other than that, hopefully you enjoyed this little look into the past. And yeah, good weekend to everybody, and hopefully I see you here next time. Goodbye.